Hey, family, thank you so much for joining me. So, turn the light on. All right. So, I wanted to bring another video about the divine masculine. Let me put my disclaimer on here. This is a timeless reading, so it could have happened in the past, could be happening now, could happen in the future. So, past, present, or future could be used as a manifestation reading. So, you can use this reading to increase your faith and belief and do your work to um, attract the things that you desire and deserve into your life. Um, Sometimes I'll say divine masculine and divine feminine applies in your situation. Sometimes I'll say divine feminine and divine masculine applies in your situation. So use these terms as they make sense in your situation. Um, Take what resonates and leave the rest. Of course, if it does not fit, don't try to force it. Sometimes the reading is for someone else. If you want to work with me on individual, couples, family, um, groups, speaking engagements, an upcoming date, an upcoming interview, twin flame stuff, getting into union, staying in union, working on the union. If you want to work with me on attracting the love, the relationships, the friendships, the success, wealth, riches, the clients, the business, promotion, or in general, the reduce stress, worry, the ideal weight, the life that you desire and deserve, please feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description below, and I would be happy to talk with you to see if we would be a good fit to work together. All right, so let me go in. So, Divine Masculine says he is ready and wants to know if you are ready. And there are things that he's doing to try to see if you're ready. And you might be saying, he's doing something different than he is usually doing. What's going on with him? And he wants to know if you're ready. Now, he's gotten to a point where he says, okay, I think this is the one. So now I have to see if she really is the one. And that's going to take time. In the meantime, you have a lot of time to build a relationship. And I think because of the experiences that your divine counterpart has been through, because he's been hurt a lot, or, it could be your divine feminine in your situation. They've been hurt a lot, and they're cautious, optimistic, but cautious. And because nobody wants to shoot a drop on them, right? Nobody wants to get hurt again and again and again. Then it's like they get numb, they get jaded. They don't want to treat other people wrong. And so they're trying to figure out what's the formula. How do they make sure that the person they're with is a good person? And I think the formula is you're going to have to trust your intuition, number one. That's the spirit. And two, know that anything that God sends your way, God prepares you for. So sometimes it can be very challenging and painful when you go through hurt situations where you thought you could trust the person. But to me, I think you get a red flag and you ignore red flags sometimes. And when you do that, it's like, all right, you just keep going, even though you had a red flag. And then something happens and you say, oh, this is so terrible. How could this happen? I had no idea. Yes, you did have an idea. You just ignored it because you wanted to keep going. So trust your intuition is what I would say. That's part of the formula. Trust your intuition. But so I was thinking about something today, a song, but another song that I can mention. That song will come back to me maybe. I was thinking of another song that came up to me lately, and It was the song by Danity Kane, you know, the group that Sean Puffy Combs brought out. And the song was something like, I'm going to stay down and ride for you. And I think Divine Masculine is seeing the type of woman that you are, that you're the type of person that is a team player, that you want to build, that you want to also have something great, do something great, be something great, live something great in your lifetime. And you don't want to play games either. And I think, sometimes people lose sight of that. And, thinking about the experiences that they had, the people that played games with them. And sometimes they miss the person that's great, that's right in front of their face. If they would just take the blinders off, stop looking for, the dirt, you could see the gold that's shining in front of you. So I would say that's important for you to do. Collective, look for the gold, not the dirt. You can find dirt just about anywhere. But the song, getting back to the song, it's important. Both of you should be supporting, encouraging, loving each other, not trying to hurt each other. That is something that's really important. That you want to be able to trust each other, not to hurt each other, not to be intentionally, even if you hurt someone, sometimes you do it by accident, that you didn't intend to, that you took every precaution that you could think of. And sometimes we have blind spots, and then the other person got hurt. They need to trust, and you develop trust over time. Really, you can't force anyone to. You just go on doing what you usually do, and it develops. And you ask God for help with that. I always ask God for help with these things because I cannot do it myself. And I think, I have said this to the Divine Masculine before. If I try to do it myself, it would take me years to be able to read, to figure a person out like that. No. So I ask God, and God does it instantly. And I'm like, thank God, because I couldn't do it. Instantly, things start, when I say God, remove people from my life that don't need to be there, or get them out of my way, or, make it impossible for us to get along with each other, whatever it is. It's just like God instantly starts shaking things up. And I'm just thankful because it needed to happen. So even though maybe, I didn't think it was the greatest thing ever, I thought it's for the best. So just remember, don't be blind to the great things that are in front of you, but also don't be afraid to ask God to intervene if you need that. You always need that. That's number one. But I think you know what I mean, that you come to this realization you cannot do it alone. You could tie your shoes, yes. However, there's a lot of other stuff, that you need help with. So you do your best and let God do the rest. And sometimes you just hang on the vine and you let God take over the whole situation. And if you just let God do it, just let the Spirit flow through you, you'll see it's some amazing things that come out of that. I think I was just listening to a recording. I always listen to something about the law of attraction and, how to achieve success and stuff like that. And I was thinking also about what's been going on with the Divine Masculine. And the Divine Masculine is thinking, because he's taking the situation seriously. And you should too, collective. You need to think, you need to reason. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying drive yourself batty. What I'm saying is Give it the time that it needs and requires. And that goes for, that should be what you do for, relationships, for work, whatever it is, because a lot of people think, okay, abracadabra, and I don't need to do anything but sit on my behind and everything is going to magically work out. And it could happen that way, except it's like your salvation too. Don't you think that it's worth some of your time and energy? You put more time and energy into figuring out a smartphone or a tablet or your laptop or your new whatever shiny object that's in front of you than you do working to make a relationship great, to make your relationship thrive, to be successful in whatever work you do, to keep your body well and fit, to stay in shape, to eat right. All these things, we as a culture, I think, we are encouraged to put time into a lot of the things that really do not matter, and not to focus on the things that do matter. So I think we got it reversed, we got it backwards, and we need to untangle it, detangle it, and get back to what we need to be doing, which is focus time, attention, energy. And that's, focus time, attention, energy, and all that on the things that are important. I think, people talk about, oh, easy money and easy this and easy that, and I could just be lazy. It's glamorized to be lazy and sit around and do nothing, waste your talent. Please. You got gifts and talents and abilities, knowledge, reason, understanding for purposes. Use them. Do something, so that at the end, whatever it is for you, maybe you'll live forever. But maybe years down the line, you'll want to look back and say, I made an impact. I helped. I made a difference. I lifted people up. I did everything that I could with the time that I had. And I don't regret. I'm not sorry for how I spent my time. I had a purpose, was focused. I did everything that I could. I tried. Maybe I didn't do everything I could. Maybe no one does, but maybe you try and you feel like your life was worthwhile instead of, I lounged around, I didn't do anything. And people regret that, So instead of doing that, and eventually feeling the huge regret that you could feel, why don't you set yourself up for feeling happy, proud, excited, like you achieved something, you were successful, you did something great with your life, that it wasn't just wasted trying to figure out how to make easy money or take advantage of people, use people, make a fool out of people, or, spend time on vain stuff that doesn't really matter. So, yes, I will end it in a second. Just wanted to say, continue again to watch, listen to, read, you know, look at stuff that's going to inspire you, lift you up, help you, encourage you, um, build your faith and belief in, that this union is coming together. No matter what anyone is doing, trying to test you or whatever it is that they're trying to do, just be about the truth and you won't have to worry about stuff. Because if you ain't lie, you really don't have to work that hard to remember what you said because it was true. Unless something drastically changed, you would say the same thing. Come to new levels of understanding, and of course you do, but continue to do that. I would say continue to glow up like you've been doing, looking fantastic. Continue to do the work, continue to believe, because sometimes people momentarily get worried or stressed or anxious. When it comes to this union, like I keep saying, no one can break it up and you or apart. Knowing, like I said, working on things, watching, listening to, reading things that can help you to increase your faith and belief that it's coming together, because it is, unless you or your divine masculine or divine feminine break it up. Because in my case, I'll say divine masculine. Divine masculine means to marry you. You've been thinking. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? What are we going to do? And eventually he's going to be like, you know what? Forget it. Can't we just be together? I'm tired of everything else. I'm tired of all the other stuff. What I've seen, my intuition says, yes, I'm going for it. And you just need to have faith that it's going to work. And sometimes it's difficult, but look at the evidence of things that have happened so far, and you can feel way better and rest assured that it is going to. Because up to this point, everything seems to have worked out the way you needed it to. So be grateful. Again, I was talking about this, a 30-day challenge. Abraham Hicks talks about it. Turn off the TV. Just keep your mind focused on things that you really want to attract into your life. No TV, the radio, limit the meetings that you have as much as possible. Just focus on what you want to attract into your life. Picture what you want. And see how things change for you. All right, family, thanks so much for joining me again. I look forward to bringing another video soon about this. Happy lightning fast manifesting as always. I'm excited to hear your stories about what's going to happen with you and your divine counterpart. All right, so I will talk to you again soon. Love y'all. Bye for now.